everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Another live stream. Yes. Yes. And yes, finally, I'm live. It's been a long time since I've gone live here on YouTube, but here we are again because we have gotten a lot of Transformers reveals to cover, a lot of Transformers reveals to talk about. Collaborative, the Legacy United, Wave 5, and Studio Series 2025 figures. There's so much to cover. I never really spoke about my thoughts on the Transformers Legacy United Wave 5 reveals, but I will talk about them in the stream right here because I never really discussed them, right? I never really spoke out my thoughts on those things. Just never did. I don't know why, but hey, it's so yeah, before we get into the Studio Series, the ultimate Studio Series reveals. There's just so much, man. There's just so much. Uh, I have to find the page where the Legacy United Wave 5 stuff. I forgot where it is. Where you know yeah, whatever. Um, let me find on here we go. Reveals. Okay, reveals. Where is it? Oh man, I can't see. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait. Let me find. Where are the Legacy United Wave 5 reveals? Where are they? Where are the pictures? Where are the pictures? Where? I don't. Huh? Hasbro Pop. Oh, there we go. There we go. No. I don't. Hold on. I never really. Wait. It's been so long. Hold on. Yeah. Where is it? Where's that page? Where is that page? No. Oh man, where's that page? Where is that page? I don't see it. I need to find it. I should have looked for it just now. But anyway. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Wait, nope. Much better. Much better. There we go. Got it. I got the page. Okay. Cool. Whoo boy. Okay. All right. Let's go with this one first. Talk about the Legacy United stuff first. Never really discussed on these Hasbro Pulse reveals. I know, I know, but anyway. So yeah, let's talk about these guys. Really, yeah, let's talk about them. So first things first, we'll talk about G2 breakdown. Because the one there's one yeah. So Legacy United Wave 5 Deluxe Class G2 breakdown revealed during Hasbro Pulse of 2024. Now for me, I don't really care much about the G2 Stunticons. I'm fine with my G1 Stunticons. You know, I'm okay with my G1 Stunticons. I'm perfectly okay with them. Don't really care for these G2 colors, but hey, if you're a G2 fan all the way, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead and pick them up. I mean, nice colors. I do like the head sculpt. Head sculpt's new, but other than that, it's just a repaint of the G1 breakdown that we got in Legacy. So yeah, um, that's one of the new deluxes from this Legacy United Wave 5. I mean, this wave is basically a whole wave of reissues and redecos and everything. and yeah, like Ramjet and Tarn. We already know what these look like. I mean, we know Earthrise Ramjet. I already have him. So there we go, and of course we have the Tarn and the Origin Bumblebee as well. But the one figure, and of course we got an Overcharge. It's a repaint of Blitzwing, slight remold because the head sculpt is actually a new head sculpt. So yeah, colors, but I don't really much care about this guy. No, pass for me. Galaxy Shuttle, cool repaint of Astro Train. It's a slight retool because of the head sculpt. It's a reissue of the Velocitron Galaxy Shuttle. It's nice for them to reissue this figure. So yeah, I mean, do I really want it? I don't think so. I don't really much care for Galaxy Shuttle as far as I'm concerned. So definitely a pass for me. But if you want Galaxy Shuttle, go ahead, feel free. But the one figure from this wave that I'm really excited to get is Armada Wheeljack, because this figure, you know, it, I know it's a reuse of the Siege Sideswipe mold, but this works. This works as an Armada Wheeljack. We got the Autobot symbol just slashed because he's done being an Autobot and now he is a Decepticon. You can see that Decepticon symbol, and he looks really, really good. I love the head sculpt with that figure. And here we have the some poses that you can do with this figure. He's got new sword weapons, which is pretty cool. And of course, we have the alt mode, which looks pretty good. I love the black and all the dark blues and the light blues and everything. It looks pretty good. So yeah, this is the only figure I'm picking up from Legacy United Wave 5, and that's it. That's it, really. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's it, really. I mean, that is it. That is it. There's a lot of more pictures here for the Wave 5 of Legacy United. So yeah, but yeah, the only figure I'm just picking up is Armada Wheeljack because pretty much the others I have already. So yeah, too bad no minicon, unfortunately, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, it's nice that they're reissuing Cosmos. So I already have Cosmos, so I'm not worried. I already have Origin Bumblebee as well, so I'm not too worried. So yeah. Oh, they did show off during Hasbro Pulse 2024. They did show off a very unexpected Studio Series reveal, which was the Voyager class TF1 Sentinel Prime. And man, this is freaking excellent. This looks so good. So here he is in his main robot mode, his primary robot mode, because he's got another robot mode, which I'll show that off in a little bit. But yeah, the wings are definitely inaccurate, but honestly, I prefer these wings because they're more dynamic. So because the wings that he had in the movie were too much like Death Swords. He needed to have more unique wings as far as the design is concerned. So in my personal opinion, this looks better. The wings look better here for this character. In my personal opinion, it's my personal preference. Don't come at me. It's my personal preference, okay? Yeah, but it looks really good. It's the first Voyager class TF1 figure for the Studio Series line, and I'm excited for this one. Really excited for this one. So excited. So, and here he is in his battle mode, and this looks freaking awesome. I love that they did this for this figure. Man, that looks so cool. It's so freaking cool. I love it. The one weapon that he's kind of missing is his staff, is his double-bladed sword weapon, which is unfortunate that he's missing that, but oh well, it is what it is. But other than that, he looks awesome. And here he is in his alt mode. Now, he never really transformed into jet mode. We never saw him transform. We never saw his alt mode. So this is basically an alt mode just created for the toys itself. And I like the alt mode. It's a Cybertronian jet mode. I'm fine with it. It looks good. So yeah. And the storage is actually not that bad for the weapons. So pretty good actually. Looks really solid. Looks really good. And yeah, definitely excited to pick this one up next year because we need more TF1 toys for Studio Series. So, yay! But that's it for this page here, and we're gonna continue on with the actual reveals from New York Comic Con and SDCC. Oh my gosh, because that is so much to cover. So much to cover. So, yeah, there's a lot to cover right here. So let me find the NYCC reveals, the New York Comic Con. There we go. There we go. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Woo. Hey, what's up, KG? Hello, hello. This is gonna be exciting. Woo. So exciting. Yeah. But before we continue, there's definitely one person I'd like to add in for this particular stream. So, and I'm definitely gonna add him in right now because I got to add him. I got to add him in, man. Got to add him in. It's my boy BC. So he'll join in a little bit. He's got the StreamYard link in his DMs. So yes. Oh yeah. Woo. Man. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. We'll wait for we'll wait for him. We will wait for him as we will wait. We shall wait. So who's BC? Good. Well, BC is actually one of my good friends. That's all you need to know. That's really all you need to know. All you need to know. But anyway, so yeah, so much to cover, man. There's so much to cover. Now, as we wait for him, I just ordered TF1 Megs. I'm definitely gonna order him soon. I will order him soon. Don't worry. So yeah, but while we wait for the dude, just want to chat with you guys first. So how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Doing very good. Hope you guys are excited for 2025 because 2025 looks to be a great year for Transformers. Definitely a better year for Transformers because so much. There's a lot of transparency going on with Hasbro as far as I'm concerned. And I really like the transparency that Hasbro is doing for the future because in the previous years we have been getting leakers leaking stuff so early before the actual reveal itself. And I'm glad that Hasbro is actually getting way ahead of the leakers themselves because recently the new reveals for Studio Series Wave 1 and Wave 2 for 2025, none of them have been leaked by the leakers. No. Maybe only one. Maybe one, but most of it, like pretty much all of it, they've never been leaked by the leakers. and that's amazing, absolutely amazing. So Hasbro is actually getting their stuff together for next year, and there's a lot more transparency going on with the company, and that's amazing. That's amazing. Hasbro is actually getting better with the marketing as far as the toys go, and yeah, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm absolutely impressed with the marketing from Hasbro, and that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just wanted to just wanted to speak on that right now. So yeah. Oh, that happened. Oh, that happened. Oh, that's. Oh, the Wi-Fi was a bit. Okay. Um. Okay, he's here, peoples. He is here, and now we can actually move on with the discussion itself for these new reveals. Holy, holy Primus. Holy Primus. Yo!
Hi.
Hello, BC. How you doing?
I got a headache from absolute nowhere trying to
Uh,
rest up a little bit, but I did say I wanted to be here, so here I am.
yes, you. Yes, here you are. Here you are.
Why do I got the feeling you're about to take full advantage of me? I don't consent. All right, jokes. All right. Jokes aside, so are we talking everything, or are we only talking like the specifics?
Pretty much. Well, previously I just quickly went over the Legacy United Wave 5 stuff because I realized I didn't really talk about much of those reveals. I didn't
Okay,
have.
so we really are only doing what was recently revealed, not like
Hmm, yeah,
okay. But
but
okay, then yeah, that's fine.
well, that one I had to do on my own because
If you hear weird breathing, Bean's right next to me. He's super cuddly tonight.
okay.
Hello, Inktastic.
Uh, yes. So, New York Comic Con and SDCC happened, and there's a lot of things, lot of new things, a lot of new stuff. Oh my gosh! So we'll start off with the New York Comic Con reveals, and before we move on to the top, let's start from the bottom. We start from the bottom. We work our way to the top. So yes, the next Voyager figure in this Studio Series line is the Gamer Edition Voyager class Decepticon Skywar. Yeah, repaint, repaint of the Gamer Edition Starscream, as expected. I will say he's actually missing some details in his legs, missing some black paint on those shins right there. But I
You
guess
know,
the paint.
missing paint used to bug me, but now, honestly, I have the ability to apply the paint myself, so I'm
Mm,
really not that bug. I'm legit not that bothered by it.
mm, hmm. So yeah, and then yeah. I mean, he looks good. He looks good. Am I gonna pick that up? Pick it up? But of course, I'm gonna pick it up because it's the Seekers.
I mean, I'm getting it entirely because what's the not so raunchy way of saying it? I'm a secret nut, so of course I have the Starscream. Of course, I'm gonna get the Sky Warp. Although one thing with the Skywarp that drives me up a wall, his head sculpt is literally it's a whole new face sculpt. And
Is it?
initially I was thinking, oh, I could probably just swap the head from the Skywarp onto the Starscream. It'd be perfectly fine. Starscream's head is blue.
Ah, yeah, he was blue in the game. Yeah.
But yeah, no, just there's an actual like in hand reviewer pictures of this, and that's where we see the new face sculpt. And it annoys me because I want that face sculpt on Starscream and not Skywar.
I mean, he had the screaming face for Earthrise, but oh well.
I'm still trying to find a standard trooper so I could have a normal head for Skyward as well.
Mark. Yeah, Naka paint aside, he still looks pretty solid. I've always liked this mold. I don't care for the chest. I'm not gonna complain about the chest anymore because honestly, it's kind of redundant to complain about the chest. Complain about one thing on the figure, like really, one thing on the figure makes it bad. No. Not gonna hear that nonsense anymore. So just
I mean,
don't.
to be fair though, it does kind of look like he got into a fight with the honeycomb monster and lost. So
Yeah. I do like the new weapon that he comes with, but unfortunately, I don't think this looks like a weapon that can be swapped out for the hand gimmick thing.
it can be.
It can be.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's not gonna look pretty, but it can do it.
yeah. But the new weapon is cool and all that, so I will appreciate the new weapon. so yeah, so there you go, and it comes with a club, of course. It comes with a club. A little bit mistransformed there for the tail fins, but oh well. These back wings mistransformed. Anyway, yeah, alt mode still looks really good in my personal opinion. And then we have Studio Series 86 31, which is the same number as Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Hasbro, really? You couldn't make Galvatron 8632, really?
So, I'll be
Galvatron.
getting this. I mean, like that. I feel like that's obvious. Of course, I'm gonna get this because I really like the paint on this. Like, and whether it's actually paint or not, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because to me, like the more bluish purple on this really just pops.
It kind of looks like they're using some metallic color for the kneecaps there.
They are like
Yeah.
basically they like colors wise, they wanted to get him as close to movie accurate as humanly possible. Would I have preferred a new mold? Yeah, a little bit. But am I perfectly content? And do I feel that the Kingdom mold is perfectly fine? Yeah, I see nothing wrong with the Kingdom mold. I see nothing wrong with the way this mold overall functions. But at the same time, I do understand everybody else's disdain and discomfort with the fact that it's just a repaint because, well, whenever a new 86 mold drops, it's usually pretty much a banger. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, they did the same thing with 86 Blaster, where there's literally no change to the sculpting because honestly, that mold is perfect as is for G1 Blaster. So,
yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
yeah.
I mean,
Mm,
heck, I bought it. I bought it and I straight up replaced my legacy one. So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my current Kingdom slash Legacy Blaster. I don't really want to. I don't really want to double dip. Same with Galvatron. So I took the trouble in cleaning off the battle damage from Galvatron, so now he's all cleaned up. He is all perfectly clean. No smooches. Thank goodness. And for me personally, I kind of like the purple more, but to each their own. We got personal preferences, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
no, exactly. No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want a more if you want a more cartoon accurate version of Galvatron in your collection, the 86 one is definitely for you. But if you prefer the purple one, the legacy version is for you. But options are always good. So yeah, but yeah, still looks good. I like the solid cannon though. By the way, I like the solid colors for that cannon. I think it looks good. Definitely looks like it jumped right off the screen. So yeah.
I definitely do agree with you, Inktastic. The figure is quite awesome. I got the legacy version, funny enough, from my wife,
Wow.
and I already flat out talked to her about the idea of swapping it out, and she's totally fine with me doing that.
Mm, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. The next figure is the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast Deluxe Class Predacon Double Punch, who is
Slightly
a
steep.
straight color of Rise of the Beast Scorponok, and I'm totally fine with that because I need more scorpions. So definitely gonna pick this one up because I love this mold, and it's such a great mold in my personal opinion. And honestly, this destroys the original 2007 Deluxe Scorponok robot mode. I don't know what they were doing with that one. Yeah, no.
I go sleep.
This robot mode is so much better than the 2007 Scorponok robot mode. I don't know what they did with that one. So, but yes, repaint of Scorponok.
Cherry flavor Scorponok, I like that.
Scorponok cherry flavored. uh, uh, so yeah, double punch. Cool. Definitely picking this one up because
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flat out state it for the rest of this video or for the rest of this live stream. If you guys are happy with the live action aesthetic, that's totally awesome. I'm happy for you. Me personally, I'm done with the aesthetic. So if I make jokes and such, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just trying to engage
Mm,
instead of just laying here and basically looking like a jerk.
mm, mm, mm. And of course, we finally get the official reveal of Studio Series Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon, Decepticon Hatchet. This is the one figure that I've been most anticipated about when the Studio Series line started. I mean, when the Dreads came online for Studio Series, like when Crowbar came in, and I absolutely loved him. But then they trying to kind of drop the ball with Crankcase because they just straight recolored the Crowbar into Crankcase, and that is just trash. It's garbage. That thing, that Studio Series Crankcase is not even Crankcase. Doesn't look like him. He's not Crankcase. Okay. Why didn't they repaint? Why didn't they redo the Berserker mold into a Crankcase? They should have just used Berserker for their Crankcase, but they didn't. I don't know why, which is why I'm gonna call my Berserker my head cannon. That's Crankcase. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. So, but Hatchet, they done right with this one. They done right with this one. So they could do right with Hatchet and Crowbar, but they failed with Crankcase. I don't get it. I don't understand. It don't make sense. Yeah. Thankfully, I have the original Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Crankcase mold from the Age of Extinction via Con
You
breakout
should have
battle.
got you should have gotten TLK Berserker.
I do have him actually.
Yeah, because technically speaking, if you want to properly have all three dreads, you got to have Berserker stand in his crankcase.
Yep, that is so true.
As aggravating as that sounds, that is generally what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but I like how Hatchet looks. It looks good. It looks good in his robot beast mode, and he looks
Oh, that sucks, Ink. That really sucks. And
like
if memory serves me right, his aftermarket is through the roof now.
ooh, like the last night Berserker broke. Oh well, that's unfortunate.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Alt mode, pretty much the same as the other dreads. So of course, of course, it's gonna be the same because they literally transform into the same alt mode in Dark of the Moon
Yeah.
while
Speaking
having.
of that, I'm gonna point something out here, which is gonna kind of lead into a bit of a rant. So I'm gonna try not to take up too much time with this. But
Mm,
with the CAD renders for Hatchet, they made it seem as if he was going to be brand new tooling, a whole new mold, and that everything that he was going to be able to do was going to be completely unique, and that it wasn't just going to feel like the same toy just with new parts. And then we finally get the physical product, and it literally looks like it's just that crankcase crowbar mold with paws instead of hands, and a dog head instead of a regular head,
and
and
new
just
feet.
punched over.
He's got new feet, new back feet. So
Yeah, but like it's still basically that same body, just now it has all these new parts that allow him to run on all fours instead of run on two legs. And
I don't.
that slightly bugs me because, like, granted, I'm not going to be getting the figure, but just to me, that feels like a massive cop out. It literally feels like they knew they needed to get this Hatchet out, and they were willing to cut as many corners as humanly possible with it. Like, am I happy that he finally happened at a proper scale? Yes, absolutely. But am I still kind of upset at the fact that it's basically just a massive retool? A little bit.
Well, I mean, they're alt modes, the same alt mode in the movie, so they wanted to match the molding for the alt mode, so they have to use the same shell for the vehicle mode. But then for the robot mode, it's going to be like extensively different from three, for between the three. And I've seen this happen multiple times already. Like for example, like the Lambros with Sunstreaker and Sideswipe, even though they have like like the same vehicle mode design, like both of them have different robot modes, and this is the same thing that's happening with the dreads. Like while they share the same vehicle mode as far as the sculpting goes, in robot mode they are like very much different, and that's that's fine with me. I mean, the robot mode designs for the dreads, they were like very similar to each other, so that
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not too worried about that as far as I'm concerned. I'm just glad that Bayverse is still continuing for the studio series, and that's this definitely one I have to pick up to complete the Dark of the Moon Decepticons. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think that's it. I think we're done here.
we're done here with these four reveals. And I also want to make a point: they did make an error for Hatchet's instructions. Like I don't pretty much care for the numbering, but for his instructions, they labeled him as a Predacon for some reason. I
What?
I don't know. I literally don't know. I mean, it's, I don't know why they did. I don't know. I don't.
I'm so confuffled.
I yeah. You can see where is the I'm not sure you can see the instructions. There we go. Yeah.
I did. I don't even think I noticed that. Hang on a second.
Yeah, there we go. Predacon simple.
What?
And he still had
Why?
the original number before he was canceled, 94. So he's both 94 and 117.
How is that? BC.exe has stopped working.
They didn't put the wrong number because he was actually supposed to be 94. So he's both numbers, apparently, 94 and 117 altogether. So, yeah.
So I guess he's all of the above.
And apparently he's a Predacon for some reason.
That I genuinely feel is an error.
That's a total error. That's a total error. Just like what they did with Rhinox when they put Revenge of the Fallen in on his instructions.
Okay, let's move on. Before our brains break, let's move on.
Okay, so some more official picks, but I just want to. Yes, we did have a new collaborative figure for Star Wars. Yeah, right. That's right. Star Wars X Transformers is returning with the Mandalorian. And looking at this figure, I know people have said that this is using the Cyclonus mold from Kingdom, but I don't see it.
The shoulders.
What shoulders? Wait. Okay, I'm kind of using Metal Hawk here as an example. I don't know. I don't know how. Wait. Let me transform this guy into as robot mode first, so you can actually clearly see what you guys are talking about, because I don't see it. I really don't see it. As far as the molding goes, I don't see it.
I mean,
I really don't.
Whether you see it or not, at the end of the day, it don't matter because the rest of us do.
Maybe the silhouette looks kind of similar, but I don't think that this is using the. I don't think this figure is using the Cyclonus mold. I think this is an all new mold.
If it's not exact, if it's not like word for word exact to the Cyclonus mold, then chances are it just uses the same overall skeleton. And they just retooled the ever-loving hell out of it.
I mean, they kind of did it with Ectotron from the Hotspot mold, so...
Yeah, the same thing with the Tigatron mold.
And with Gigawatt as well. When they use the Siege Sideswipe mold to make Gigawatt. And
you mean the one car mold that they're going to get 20 more uses out of?
Apparently.
I'm holding you to that, Evan. I want my friggin' spy changers out of it.
Mm. So there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just using
Something just clicked. Something just clicked. So if we're not getting core class as singular releases anymore, that means cores can become like multi-packs.
Yeah, because Ramhorn and Ratbat are being packed with Perceptor for a Voyager slot.
Okay, so hear me out. Spy Changer multi-pack.
Ooh.
You get all 6 for $60, and it fills the gap. Anyway, sorry, Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm looking at the molding of the shoulders. The shoulders are totally different. The hinge is different.
Okay, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
No.
It's gonna take entirely too long to try and explain.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, for me, it looks a totally brand new mold. That's just me saying. It's just me. It's just me personally, because I don't think it's using any other mold. But anyway, um, the alt mode, the alt mode looks fantastic. Love it. Love the design of the alt mode. Really cool. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Although they could have engineered a an R2D2 there, but anyway, would have been
I
nice
mean,
though.
hey, maybe for a future reuse.
Yeah, but it looks good. Looks very cool. I like the vehicle mode. Very cool. Would I pick this one up? I'm not sure, but who knows? But I don't really collect collaborative figures. Or don't really collect the crossover figures. The only crossover figure I had is the Ectotron, and that's my favorite one of all of them. But it might change when I get a Party Wallop. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when I'll get Party Wallop, but anyway,
So yeah, the this Mandalorian thing. Will I be getting it? No.
still looks cool though.
Oh no, I don't deny that. It does look pretty dope.
And another crossover figure that didn't really. I wasn't expecting this. And why is the image? Okay, there we go. So we have a Naruto X Transformers crossover set of
This set
figures.
has me excited entirely because of Gamakichi.
The Toad.
Yeah.
The Toad. Yeah,
For
the Toad.
those, like, obviously anybody who's a Naruto fan, you're gonna love this regardless. Me personally, I'm getting this collaborative strictly for the Gamakichi. And if anybody in chat knows me, you already know why.
Hmm.
That Gamakichi is the beginnings of Beast Wars Second Diver.
Hmm. It looks like a. It's a mold that's inspired by that original Beast Wars Spitter mold. So
It's a pre-tool. Just straight up, it's a pre-tool.
it looks like a pre-24 core class release. I don't know.
Whether we actually do get it as Diver or not, at the end of the day, no longer matters to me because guess what? The mold is out there, and I am stupid happy about it.
Mhm.
Anyways, Kurama, Kurama looks cool. I don't
Pretty interesting.
particularly care for this, other than again the frog. But this is still a cool overall idea.
I like the nine tails he has because Naruto.
Just searched what up Inc.
Yeah, yeah. This blew my mind because I do know a little bit of Naruto, and yeah, this is a very cool collab. In my personal opinion, it looks really cool. Kurama and Gamakichi, and to see a Toad Transformer in the toy line right here, I think it's cool. And judging by the size between the two, yeah, I can definitely see that Gamakichi is more of a core class size bot. Like he is pretty much the same size as these guys. Um, and then looking at the height difference there, Kurama is definitely deluxe height. Yeah, he's definitely deluxe height. He's definitely as tall as the Cheetor because he is an extensive retool of Kingdom Cheetor, not Tigatron, Cheetor, as Evan has confirmed in one of the live streams in the 1027 event stream. He did confirm that Kurama is a partial retool of Kingdom Cheetor.
Evan has also admitted to being wrong before, so
I mean, I'm looking at the molding and it's not sharing parts with Tigatron at all, but with Cheetor. So specifically with Cheetor.
Again, I'm at that point with it where I'm just gonna wait until it's out before I speak any further on it. I have my belief, and that's where I'm standing on it.
So there we go. Those are the two new collab figures we will be getting. I think they're releasing next year, I believe. I don't know. But now we get down to the nitty and the gritty. We will going down to the nitty and the gritty with the SDCC reveals because there is a lot to talk about. So actually, not SDCC. I'm sorry, MCM Comic Con Studio Series reveals for the rest of the first wave of 2025 and a sneak peek of what Wave 2 is going to look like for next year.
Oh my goodness, it's Nick!
Hey, Nick! How you doing, Nick?
It's
What are
the
you
dear
doing,
old
man?
buddy.
How is you doing, man? How's you doing, Nick? Yo, Nick.
Nicholas.
Hey, Nick. If your laptop is fixed, if you got a new laptop and you want to hop it, and no, actually no, never mind, Forget I asked. But
Yeah, I was about to say. Last I checked, he does not join streams anymore.
yeah. But anyway, so let's get down to the nitty gritty with the rest of the reveals here.
Oh yeah,
Man,
that's right. That's right. More live action stuff. Okay, all right. Taking a nap.
so we are getting a brand new Studio Series Deluxe Class Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, particularly a redo of Bumblebee from the Volkswagen Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie. And this is a massive, massive improvement over the first version. And yes, I do own the first version of this figure. So, yeah. So, yes. Yeah. This one is redundant now. This one is redundant. The new version is so much better. It's so much better. Looks way more screen accurate. Yeah, he still has the door wings, but you can actually bring them down. You can swivel them down so that when you look at them from the front, you don't see the wings as clearly from the front. So I'm glad that you can actually do that. And this picture,
Okay, so for one, cool. Glad they went back and redid it. But me personally, if you're already going to go through the entire process of completely redoing the toy, you should have added a few more hinges to actually fold the door wings up onto his back to where he actually is fully on screen accurate. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because when Studio Series first hit the ground running, one of their promises was screen accuracy. I'm sorry, but on screen, he very rarely had the door wings.
they were all
Basically,
hanging down.
most
Yeah.
of the time we see him on screen, he does not have the door wings. So the
Yeah.
fact that all of these toys insist on him having the door wings, it's incorrect. It is not screen accurate. Therefore, that is something they need to just drop and let go. Like, I'm sorry, that's something that's been bugging me for a while.
I mean, with Bumblebee, I don't really much care for the backpack. I don't much care for wings at all. I mean, it's a total resculpt of this first version because the way the backpack is situated is pretty much the same. So, but
And Nick does have a point there.
I'm sure this thing will have the hinges though. Hasbro's legendary for mistransforming things. Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna hope and pray because, like, again, if you're gonna boast as close to on screen, if you're gonna boast screen accuracy as humanly possible, actually put in the work, please. Like, that's just me. if you're gonna tell me that you're gonna get as close to it as humanly possible, I want to see you commit to that and actually do it.
But robot mode wise, from the front, definitely looks so much better than this thing. Massive improvement there. But unfortunately, they sacrifice is that they had to sacrifice the waist swivel, unfortunately. Because there's no waist swivel for the new one. Whereas the old one had the waist swivel. So yeah. That's the one sacrifice they did for this new version of the Volkswagen Bumblebee. But if this one is any indication, this opens the door to future redos of older Studio Series figures. I'd like to see a redo of Ratchet, please, in a Voyager class scale. Would love to see a redo of that design.
There's a lot of figures in Studio Series that desperately need a redo.
Crankcase for one, please.
Oh god, here we go.
Because I'm so fed up with Hasbro just butchering up Crankcase. I'm just.
Calm down. It's okay. Trust me. By the next picture, I will have a joke. By the next picture, I will have a joke that will calm you down. It's all right. It's okay.
I wanted a perfect collection of Dark of the Moon dreads, and they dropped the ball with Crankcase. Hasbro, I'm coming for you. Hasbro, if you don't do Crankcase again, I'm coming for you.
No, you're not.
Just know that.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Just know that. Okay? Just know that. I will come for you if you don't do Crankcase again in a proper way.
He's just gonna stay in that chair and scream at you. It's all right. Y'all safe. I'm pushing my luck here. I already know.
Fun fact, B actually doesn't rotate at the waist during the film. It's primarily his legs that rotate, and his 3.0 Deluxe version doesn't have a waist swivel. Oh, didn't know that. Okay.
Well, I actually did not know that either. That's a very interesting fact. Thank you, Nick.
I guess that new one is actually accurate in terms of the waist, so okay. Yeah. Sure. Anyway. So
Oh, hey, look, Rise of the Beast disappointment. I mean, Ape Blink.
So yes, we
got him. Got him. He was not expecting that clearly.
So we have finally the last Maximal from Studio Series Rise of the Beast, leader class 118. Yes, Hasbro, he's number 118. He's not 116. Get your numbers right. Anyway. I swear Hasbro can't even count. Anyway, so yes, Ape Link, as expected, is a repaint retool of the Optimus Primal mold. Sadly, he's not bigger than Optimus Primal. He's the same size. Yeah. I know. But honestly, we never really saw him much in the movie. He was there for 5 minutes and he's dead. And we never saw his robot mode, so I'm perfectly fine with this release. He still looks cool. The new head sculpt, the new battle mask, and the new shoulders, the new forearm guards, the new weapons, the new arm blades, still looks good, okay? And I like how the transport key is painted like how it looked originally in the film. So I'm perfectly okay with this. Am I gonna get it? Yeah, duh, I'm gonna get it. So because need more Maximals. Ape Link. This would be my first ever Ape Link figure in my collection because I never got Ape Link in the past.
Yeah. I will give credit. At least he has different enough arms. It's everywhere else where he is just a walking disappointment.
I mean, they definitely could have used you could have given him a lot more paint on this figure to make him look more dirty. But I'm okay with this one. I love the Optimus Primal mold, so I'm definitely gonna love it on this Ape Link here. But again, definitely could have used a bit more paint. I like how he has the Maximal symbol on his shoulder, and I like how the monkey face is different. So I appreciate the beast mode. The beast mode is definitely the winner of the rope between the two between the two modes, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, robot mode could have used a bit more though. But again, we never saw the robot mode in the film, so I'm not.
Okay, so I think it's time we stop stalling.
Yeah. So we move on to the one of the best parts of MCM reveals because they did the space bridge stuff. And how they did the space bridge stuff is so much different compared to the previous ones when they did the space bridge stuff. Because this time they're actually revealing the figures via figure renders so that we can see what the figure will look like once we get it in hand. So we have a reissue of Studio Series 86 Jazz.
Nick, I am trying everything in my power not to make him skip over to the 86 Devastator. Please don't push me. Please don't. I want to talk about it so bad, but I gotta wait.
Apparently, I heard that this reissue of Studio Series 86 Jazz has no clear plastic.
No, it does.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they confirmed it's still gonna have the clear plastic, which why?
No, I already have the figure, so I don't really care. Then we have a reissue of Dark Moon Shockwave for those of you who missed it. I mean, those of you who missed it could still get it from the Buzz Relief Bumblebee thing, so I don't know why they're reissuing it again. Okay.
Wait, they reissued this once already?
They did.
I don't think so. I think this was the first time this was getting a reissue.
Wait. Rip. Oh, are you sure? Wait. Oh, maybe that was Dark Moon Optimus Prime that got reissued in the Buzz Relief Bumblebee line. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't collect the Buzz Relief Bumblebee stuff that much, so I don't know what gets reissued. So I forget.
See, under normal circumstances, especially if it was Scrapyard, at this point, I'd have thrown him.
But that's all the two reissues there. But the new stuff here, we got Dark of the Moon Autobot Q, or Wheeljack, as I like to call him. Because his original name is Wheeljack, so at the end of the day, I'm going to call him Wheeljack. So I don't care. I don't care. I don't know. Call him Q, call him Wheeljack, call him Larry, for all I care. So
Yeah, to me, he's Q, and he will never be Wheeljack to me.
oh, hey, Super Robot Ed, what's up? But yeah, we got Dark of the Moon Q, the last final Autobot for the Studio Series Dark of the Moon collection. I'm happy with this one. He looks good. He looks really good. I love the head sculpt. Very screen accurate. Can't wait to see more in-hand images of this figure, but it looks good nonetheless. And I cannot wait to get this figure because I need a Q or Wheeljack from Dark of the Moon. Okay? That's just me. So yeah, this looks so much better than the old one as far as I'm concerned. Just looks so much better. Delicious. It comes with so many accessories too, so that's amazing. That's awesome. He's got a lot of accessories there, so yeah. That big weapon there, wow. that sure is a weapon. But anyway.
Yeah, he also comes with the weapon that got him killed.
Yeah. And the next figure that was revealed in the Space Bridge is the Gamer Edition Forger Class Ironhide.
JJ. Scoot over.
What?
So, let's talk about my boy Ironhide here real quick. This looks absolutely fantastic. I was very disappointed with Ratchet as a whole. It's still a good figure, but just me personally, Ratchet really didn't feel like He fit the mold. Based on this CAD render alone, Ironhide wears this mold so much better. And after actually seeing how this mold actually works, how it transforms, all the engineering that goes into this specific mold entirely, I am so ridiculously excited for this Ironhide. It is not even funny. I need this Ironhide in my hands, and like if I can somehow manage to get any of these newer figures that are coming out early, especially ones that fit my collection, this Ironhide is one of them because I absolutely love the way this looks. Okay, JJ, you can take the spotlight now.
Now, I don't really have the Ratchet version of this mold yet. I will get him soon. Don't worry. I'll get him soon. It's just that the next figures I'm going to get is Cybertron Starscream and Animator Monomaster along with Transformers 1 Megatron. Those are the 3 figures I'm going to get next soon. Hopefully, and hopefully at somewhere on Friday I'll purchase them maybe after I review this guy and Quake. So, yeah. I will get these figures soon, but yeah, Ironhide looks fantastic, and I love how they changed up the head, the chest, the shoulders, so he's not the straight recolor of Ratchet. They actually did some things to make it different from Ratchet because in the game they were pretty much different in terms of the chest design. So I'm glad they actually did that for this Ironhide, and he looks awesome. So yes.
Yeah, the Ironhide just looks amazing.
Just beautiful, man.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there is one that for everybody was the true showstopper, the star of the show, the one that stole the show. Age of Extinction, Leader Class, Studio Series, Night Form, Optimus Prime.
And this looks awesome.
And it does look great. How do I say this without misleading anyone into thinking I'm actually going to crack on this? I like the way this looks a lot. There's so much to this that I genuinely really, really like. I love that sword is practically bigger than him.
It's so huge.
It is massive in his hands.
It is so massive. Oh
That being said, I genuinely wish this toy would be the thing that would get me to finally come back to Bayverse because I've always loved his night design. Let me be the rebel on that one. I've always wanted a toy of this design that focused more on just being a good action figure and not strictly focusing on getting it from one mode to the other, regardless of how everything works. Because the original leader figure, it's cool, but unless you manage to get that head pop gimmick to work, the accidental gimmick, if you got that working, congratulations, you had one of the best gimmicks ever. Other than that, I wish I wish that toy was better. The first edition leader class figure was a mess.
Yeah, that was a complete shell former, that one.
The TLK Voyager, while I do think that one is a decent toy, if we're talking shell formations, I'm sorry, the TLK Voyager is bar none the worst offender of this. So yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for this. I really, really do believe that that this is going to be the one that finally gets it right.
Now, he is missing some coloration on him, but that's okay because this is just a prototype picture. So because the final figure, Hasbro said that the final figure will feature more colors. So he will have the silver feet, he will have the red arms, the flaming deco on him. He will have more silver on the crotch and everything. And for the I've seen people complaining about how this guy looks, but honestly, this doesn't even look bad. I don't know why people say it looks bad. And I'm gonna say this with every bone in my body. This design does not lend itself to a practical transformation. It does not. Okay? Yeah, sure, you got third parties doing it so good, like with Black Magic Engineering, like Unique Toys, Alien Attack, although Alien Attack is a hot mess. Like again, Unique Toys, yeah, sure, no backpack for that one, but this is a mainline budget we're working with, a mainline leader class, Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime. What else can you do with a mainline budget? I mean, what else can you do with those truck parts for a mainline Age of Extinction Optimus Prime? What else can you do? All you can do is most of the parts will be on the back. And as you can see on the back here, you can store the shield. And he comes with the shield, and the shield is big. That's a big shield there.
Big Chungus.
So I'm just waiting to see more in-hand images because people are judging on this figure way too early. It's my one complaint about this fandom. They're judging on this figure way too early because it's just a space bridge reveal. We still haven't gotten in-hand images of it yet. So
Ink, we don't talk about that toy.
what toy? Third party Knight Orion.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Matter of fact, we're gonna pretend that comment doesn't exist. How about that? How about that?
Toy World is a hot mess. Absolute hot mess.
Anyway, so we done with this, or do you still got more to say?
I think I'm pretty much done with this one. So okay, Hasbro, I know you improved on a new Bumblebee, but dang it, Hasbro, I have to buy
If you're about to bring up Crankcase again, I am going to force you to move on.
I have to buy 2 additional Bumblebees from Studio Series. One is from Transformers 1, B127 or Bumblebee, and then this one. Dang it, Hasbro. Dang it.
He didn't bring up Crankcase. Okay, we're good.
But nevertheless, I'm excited for that that Prime. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, just to have more in-hand images of this figure here.
I think the same guy had those Skywarp pictures that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on the door, Kibble, please?
Looks like he has on the swivel. You can swing them down a bit more.
Okay, they can swing downward, but like, can they fold up? No, they can't.
No. You can only swing downward. That's all the best you can do. So, but here's how it looks in the instructions here. So, yeah, you can see that's how it looks there. Looks better than it did. So.
Yeah, it definitely still looks better than the first attempt. Just again, those door wings, they drive me nuts.
Perhaps you can actually pop them off. Maybe, I don't know.
If you could pop them off, perfect.
But yeah, you can see the comparison between these other 2 Bumblebees. Alpha Bumblebee. I still think that this is the best Bumblebee toy that we can. This one, the cheap one.
Bumblebee. Say that 5 times fast.
But yeah. And yes, Hasbro, he's 116, not 117. Get your numbers right again. Jeez. Anyway. My goodness. But anyway. Now, finally, Hasbro Pulse 1027 event. Studio Series 86 Devastator, and the first figure of Age of the Primes revealed. Oh my gosh! Can we talk about the Age of the Primes leader class Megatronus Prime taking inspiration from the Dreamwave comic design? Oh my goodness, this thing is glorious!
The way I almost screamed when I saw this.
Oh my god. Woo-wee! This figure looks absolutely fan freaking tastic. Oh man. Looks like Age of the Primes is gonna be a much better toy line than Legacy. Not that I hate the Legacy line. I don't hate it. I love the Legacy line. I love what it did. But Age of the Primes, oh my goodness.
They're
Megatronus.
about the Age of the Primes is about to make us absolutely go nuts.
I'm once I get this figure and I review it, I'm gonna gush over this figure. My goodness,
Yeah, so am I. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and shut some rumors down real quick. No, this is not the first look at 86 Megatron. Stop trying to say it is. If the
No.
only argument you have is that it turns into the tank, you seriously need to restructure how you're gonna pitch the argument. Because
Yeah.
if the only connection you have is the alt modes are similar, you genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
I mean, has anyone seen the tank mode from Devastation? It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. So just anyway, that's it. I just wanted to squash that real quick.
Yeah.
Anyways, fiery fallen boy here. Yeah, I adore this. I've been waiting for a proper toy of this design for such a long time. Like so much so that I came so close to cracking and spending the $400 to $500 on the flame toys.
Mhm.
I came so close on that. I wanted to so badly. I want this, like, I've been wanting this design for such a long time as a proper toy, and now that we're finally getting it, oh my god. I start like just foam at the mouth.
This looks great, man. This is a 10 out of 10 figure right here. And apparently the cannon on his arm is the Requiem Blaster.
Sorry, Republic, we already went past Night Optimus.
Yeah, we're past night. Not past. Yeah. Night Optimus is happening anyway. We still need an Evasion Mode Prime to finish off all the Studio Series live action Optimus Prime figures. So, yeah.
I personally feel we don't need him, but that's just me.
But anyway, yeah, Megatronus Prime, aka the Fallen. Woo! This figure, and I love how he has the Spark Fuser like he had in RAD 2015. So they're definitely taking some inspiration from that design as well, as far as the weapon goes. And yeah, it looks fan freaking tastic, man.
So my question is this actually going to be is this going to be the only like Megatronus figure we get, or are we going to get this mold twice, but in two separate color schemes with a possible new head, or one can be the Fallen and the other can be a proper Megatronus?
I think, as far as I'm concerned, this would be like one of the first Megatronus toys in modern era. Well, Studio Series The Fallen is the first one in modern era. So this one is technically the second one. I know we had the Prime Master Megatronus back in the day, but don't count that one. Don't count that one.
Yeah, I'm talking. Are we gonna get to see this, but not on fire?
Maybe not, because we have the fiery effects here already, so I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll see.
But considering that this will be one of the first Megatronus designs that we're getting in toy form, we already had the Studio Series The Fallen, and now we're getting Age of the Primes Megatronus. hopefully in the future, I want to see Hasbro do an updated toy of the RID 2015 design, and I want to see the Prime Wars design as well that turns into a fighter jet in the Forge to Fight game, and I want to see a Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatronus Prime. I want to see that. So they got like 3 more Megatronus designs to work on.
They got their work cut out for them. Anyways,
so yeah, robot mode.
now there is one thing I want to mention with this, and I need everybody to please take this as a grain of salt. I've only heard things about this. I can't confirm anything. But so we know that Megatronus has his Requiem blaster on his arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has his sigil on it, which is nice.
Yep, there it is.
Apparently, there's going to be a secret with this, with all 13 primes, where they're all going to have their relics, they're all going to have their special trinkets, and you're going to be able to combine the trinkets together to form something. I don't know this for a fact. I don't know this for a fact. It's something I've heard. If this is true, my question is, what is it going to turn into?
I know.
And if it's not true, then hey, at least we're getting the 13.
I kind of hope that Solus comes with the Forge. So
So, Solus Prime is going to come with the Forge.
Okay, cool. But yeah, tank mode. Oh, tank mode is beautiful. It's so menacing and so Decepticon like, even though he's not labeled as a Decepticon yet. So yeah, that's some evil goodness right there. So oh yeah.
I love his tank mode. I love his robot mode. I love this toy. I love this toy so much, and I don't even have it in hand yet. Like, I'm literally like foaming at the mouth for this. I need this.
I can't wait to see how the transformation works because it looks like he has a lot of steps for the transformation.
Y'all don't understand. My wife is nowhere near as in tune with Transformers as clearly I am. She got one look at this dude, knows damn well I've talked at length about how Revenge of the Fallen absolutely butchered this dude. The moment she saw this figure, she just looked right at me and she was like, if that doesn't end up in your collection, I will be very disappointed in you.
Wow. Got room for one more, or is it just you guys for this stream? 2 of us only.
Yeah, well, all right then. I was about to be like, oh, well, it's up to JJ. Yeah, no, JJ spoke already.
Yeah, I spoke my piece about that one. So they did confirm that he has rolling wheels. So, yay. So yes, you can roll him around in tank mode, and yeah. Oh man. Oh my gosh. So that's a cool effect there. So yeah, I can see the box. How many steps? 38 steps.
He's an involved little dude.
That's an involved leader class figure.
Hey, you know what? I'm happy with that because guess what that means? It means that some of the challenge is finally starting to come back to the toys.
Yeah. And I love the new packaging art. Love the new packaging for the line. And the return of plastic windows. Yes. Thank you, Hasbro. Thank you. But there is a sneak peek on the side of the box. Leech Maximo. Taken from the G2 design, I hope. But what would he transform into? I have no idea. But this one right here if it looks familiar, and it should, the chest is very reminiscent of the Super Jinrai or Power Master Prime.
I refuse to believe that's supposed to be Star Convoy.
The chest looks like Super Jinrai Power Master Prime, but the shoulders, the arms, the waist, the legs, that's all Star Convoy. And apparently Star Convoy is the next Titan class for 2025, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Till all are one. I love that. Love how it says till all are one. I love that. Love that. Love that. So yeah, you can see the packaging art there. Oh boy. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it's safe to say Age of the Primes, like a good portion of its first wave, I'm all in. I'm basically all in on.
Yeah. And there you have Tank Man. Oof. Woo. Nice. So now we move on to the next set of reveals. Studio Series 86 Devastator, and we start off with the Studio Series 86 Warrior class Scrappa. And that looks good. That looks really good. Way more articulation than Combiner Wars. Just saying. Just saying. And that looks like it came right out of the cartoon. Me personally, so. But yeah. We're getting Studio Series 86 Constructicons, peoples. Another Devastator for your Studio Series line. And
Sorry. I had to walk away for a second. I completely forgot that I locked the door, and my wife was trying to get in the room.
Okay. Yeah. Studio Series 86 Devastator is happening, folks. I knew this was going to happen because he was very in the 1986 film a lot, so it has to happen. And I've heard people saying that the scale is inaccurate. G1.
Give him a chance to sleep.
Folks, G1. It's G1. Scale in G1 really wasn't consistent at all. Like, especially in the cartoon. Because there's one point in the cartoon where Megatron comes up to Devastator's waist. So,
Hello, everybody. You can finally see my ugly mug.
hey, BC. Hey,
86 Devastator was inevitable. So Evan did mention that they're not going based off of genuine cartoon accuracy. They're going off the Sunbow scale chart. And the scale chart, if you're going based off of that, the size of this is correct. That said, can we just talk about how, in my own personal opinion, am I allowed this one time to cuss, please? Just one time, please.
Nope. I'm still sticking to the rule of PG-13, so.
It's absolutely dookies on the CW version. You cannot tell me otherwise. I don't care how similar they look. He's absolutely dookie on the old toy.
Yeah.
There, I said it. Get mad at me. Not him, me.
And honestly, I mean, I still have my Combiner Wars Devastator, but man, the individual bots are just not great. Just not that great.
Yeah, well, to be fair, neither was the combiner, so.
Yeah, it was a combiner. Yeah, sure, but yeah. I'm looking at the Sunbow scale chart. I'm looking at Devastator's scale next to Omega Supreme. Yeah, he's definitely shorter than Omega Supreme. But then if I bring it down to scale it with Menasor, yeah, it's the same scale with Menasor. So, same size. So I don't know why people are complaining. So
Are people saying he's too small, or are people saying he's too big?
people saying he's too small.
We're moving on before I go on a rant.
Yeah. The Scrapper though looks good, way better looking than the Combiner Wars version. Yeah,
No,
I said it.
seriously. This set of Constructicons absolutely dookie on the CW. I refuse to be talked out of this. I am
I will.
speaking fact.
This annihilates the Combiner Wars version, as far as I'm concerned. He's got the elbows. He's got them elbows.
Yeah. The fact that he has elbows. And I swear if any of you brings up the Unite Warriors one, all that tells me is that you genuinely feel you have bragging rights. If you bring up the Unite Warriors, get out.
And I'm glad they actually confirmed that this is not the final look for the Constructicons, because they're going to touch up on the green a lot more, make it more vibrant, I think. So that's another piece of transparency I was looking for from Hasbro. Thank you, Hasbro.
Was the Combiner Wars Devastator any good? It depended on who you are. If you're me, no, it's Dookie. Hey, he won't let me cuss, okay? This feels wrong for me.
The OG G1 Devastator, better than S86 Devastator. No, it's not. No.
The OG G1 Devastator, better than Republic. Are you trying to throw hands in the comment section right now? You trying to throw hands?
Now, with this set of Constructicons, they will be roughly the same size. They will be roughly the same size. But the fact that Studio Series 86 Scrapper is a Voyager class, it tells you about the parts count and how dense it's going to be, because he is going to be one of the legs for Devastator, and Devastator needs strong legs to be stable in the full combined mode. So that's why he's priced as the Voyager class price point and not Voyager size, because we're not going to go for size anymore. It's all about the parts count and the engineering, which means that this is going to be way more involved in the transformation compared to the next one that we're going to talk about, which will be the Deluxe Bone Crusher. Oh, where's he? Where's Deluxe Bone Crusher? There it is. So we got Bone Crusher, and he forms the arm for Devastator, and here he is. And again, looks better than the Combiner Wars version. Come at me if you will.
Well, no, I agree.
Because that Combiner Wars version had the issue with the crotch. So bad. It's so bad. I'm sorry. This one looks better. Looks so much better. Actually, no, I'm not sorry at all. I'm not sorry. It's fact.
Just accept it. It's fact. These are like leaps and bounds better in every single way.
Yeah.
The G1 repaint of the Revenge of the Fallen Devastator better than SS86 Devastator.
Republic. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Republic. Come here. You come here. You come here right now. You come here. You come here, Republic. You come here. You come here right now. You come here.
Hey, Republic, come here. I just want to talk. 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 I just want to talk.
The fact that he brought in Saba right there.
Shield out immediately. Oh, that's cute. Hey, guess what? He has laser eyes.
I think public is trolling us right now. But
Yeah, he is. I can tell. I'm playing along with him. Like, see, this is friendly trolling. I don't mind this so much.
yeah. But yeah, Studio Series 86 Bone Crusher looks so much better than the Combined Wars version, and I guarantee you this is going to look solid.
Yeah, I think I'm done with Republic for right now.
For those of you complaining that it's a lack of waist swivel,
Given everything that this figure has to do, I'm more than willing to sacrifice the waist swivel.
yeah. And honestly, for me, the waist swivel never really mattered to me. I don't really care that much. And for those of you who keep saying that it looks too similar to the Combined Wars version, you won Devastator. Of course, the design is looking similar. What could you want, really?
Yeah, but here's my beef with it. I don't mind them utilizing some engineering from the Combiner Wars one. I actually really don't.
Yeah. Same here.
But if it reaches a point where they're gonna start like if it how do I put this? If it reaches a point where people are just gonna start screaming, "Oh, it doesn't understand CW Devastate," just shut up. Please just shut up.
Yeah. It's and you can see how Bone Crusher looks with the Optimus Prime from 86. Yep, he's supposed to be shorter than Optimus Prime. Get mad. So
yeah, exactly. And
I'm looking at the Sunbow scale chart. Yeah, the Constructicons are shorter than Prime. So
yeah, and like Evan straight up stated it, they're not going off of the cartoon; they're going off of the scale chart. So for everybody that gets bent out of shape and says, "But that size isn't right in the cartoon," they didn't specify the cartoon; they specified the scale chart.
Yeah, they're not following the 86 cartoon at all. So no, they're not. Plus, in the 86 cartoon, the scale was way off. Scale was so way off. I mean, it was inconsistent. Really. I mean, how can Devastator fit inside Astro Train? How? Did he shrink? I'm betting to 1,000 that he shrank. And he managed to fit inside Astro Train for some ridiculous reason. Because if they ever do a Studio Series 86 Astro Train, mind you, they're not going to fit all the characters in Astro Train. No. Because that ain't happening. Anyone else think the old mode for 86 Bone Crusher looks clean? Yeah, it looks clean.
Yeah, it definitely does look clean. It definitely does. Definitely does.
So yeah, there's the two Constructicons together. Yes, they're the same size, but for Bone Crusher is more like less steps for the transformation. But for Scrapper, I think he has more steps. So
I stated this in my reviews. We are no longer paying for size. We are paying for engineering.
Yes.
Bone Crusher has deluxe class level engineering, but he is the size of a Voyager. Voyager Scrapper has Voyager level engineering, which is why he's packaged as a Voyager.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now that said, now I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a public call out here. For one specific person, you know who you are, who sat there and argued with me the entire time when San Diego Comic-Con said all of the Constructicons were going to be Voyagers. You took that to heart. I told you, no, that's not the case. What they most likely mean is that these are Voyager sized, not Voyager class. But
Yeah,
nope,
yeah.
you swore to what somebody at a con said who clearly didn't know what they were talking about. Now we have the 1027 event that is full blown showing us precisely what it is, which is what we've been getting told for the past few months now. And ever since all this came out, you've been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You've been
Nevertheless,
you've been super quiet. Well, guess what? Bone Crusher and Scavenger Deluxe, Scrapper and Mixmaster, Voyager, Long Haul and Hook, Commander Class 2-pack. That was what it was across the board. But you wanted to keep arguing with me. Well, guess what? I win. Pay up.
mm. Anyway, and apparently they're changing up the Studio Series packaging as well for 2025 moving forward, taking away the backdrop and the numbering system because apparently Hasbro can't even count.
That and let's be real. How much cardboard were they wasting making those things when literally no one was using them?
Yeah, I kept them in the box. So, I mean, I only use them for some of my Studio Series shorts, but other than that, I mean, I don't use them at all. So,
Beanie. Oh, here, come here. If I got the camera on, come
hey, Beanie.
here.
Hello, Beanie.
It's a
Hello,
beanie.
Beanie. Beanie. Who's a cute boy? Who's an adorable boy? Oh, he's precious.
Beanie
So
is
precious.
better than the original Devastator. Beanie is better than the G1 repaint Revenge of the Fallen. Beanie is better than 2007 Bone Crusher. I'd be flipping you off if I could.
But yeah, they're taking up the Studio Series packaging, and yeah, I can see Scrapper has more steps than Bone Crusher. So yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I was just poking fun at Republic for that one.
So apparently they're also changing the amount of waves that we're going to get for Studio Series. I mean, we're technically getting 4 waves of Studio Series next year because of the initial winter wave of Studio Series 2025, which is the last final wave where there's no plastic packaging and there's no where it's the last wave where numbers and the backdrops are featured until in April they're gonna change it up a notch. So yeah, so in April we're getting Deluxe Bone Crusher and Fortress Scrapper in one wave.
Calling it now, that last wave is going to show up sometime in December just to shut us all up.
Also on the side of the packaging here, does that look like a 6 or a 5?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah. Anyway, in July we're gonna get the Commander class release of Long Haul and Hook, and then in September we're going to get the Deluxe class Scavenger and Voyage class Mixmaster. So you will be able to finish your G1 your 86 Devastator in the whole year. So thankfully, this is not gonna go the same route as what happened with Stunnicon Breakdown from Legacy. So they make sure they don't want that to happen anymore. So yeah.
So if I may address something real quick, like I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just going to state an opinion I have. The Studio Series numbering system. I get that some of you guys like that. because of the whole being able to keep track of it side of things. I get that. I more than understand. But if you're coming to me, or if I'm hearing it or reading it, at that point, you got to keep in mind you're also talking to somebody who never cared about the packaging. Like the only time I genuinely cared about packaging was if it was a Japanese import or a very high end item. Like for instance, when I had the Masterpiece toys for the longest time, I kept all their boxes because I knew if I was going to sell those one day, I was going to need them. And now I no longer have toy boxes because, well, I don't keep the packaging to anything that's mainline. So the whole numbering system and the backdrop thing, specifically for me, really didn't. It doesn't give me the same punch. So while I get and I understand that since you guys got used to it, you've grown to like it, I'm somebody where I genuinely could care less.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I mean no disrespect in saying that. I genuinely mean no disrespect. All I am saying is, if you're crying to me about it, fully expect me to tell you, look, I really don't care. We're getting there, Johnzilla. We're getting there. We're getting there. The best things come at a small pace. Best things come at a slow pace. So, anyways, yeah. That said, getting a look at the new packaging, I actually really like the new packaging. It gets the point across without making the box too busy. If that makes any sense. Like you could basically take everything that I'm saying about the boxes for these and apply it to the Megatrons. I like the fact that the boxes are not super busy. I like the fact that they're short, they're simple, straight to the point. You see it, you grab it, you go. That's it.
Yep.
You're not sitting there constantly looking at the box. But that's just how I feel.
They can't even count the number of
You want to go
members.
to Mama, don't you? Want to go, Mama? Want to go see Mama?
Why is it saying 1 out of 5? It's supposed to be 1 out of 6, man.
Oh boy. Go see Mama. Go see Mama.
It's 2 out of 6. Okay, that's correct. But why is this 5? Why 1 out of 5? The 6 Constructicons, Hasbro. Despite new packaging, you still make errors. But anyway.
Well, hey, look at it this way. At least this isn't the final packaging, and it'll be fixed by the time the toy is out.
Thankfully. But anyway. So, yeah. But, yeah, all in all, I'm very excited for Studio Series 86 Devastator, and we'll see the grayscale prototype here of Studio Series 86 Devastator.
Can we get the fleshy hand out of the way, please?
Yeah, look at that. Okay, I guess that's better. Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy. Okay. Calm down, Josh.
Oh boy. Whew. Chunky boy. That's a chunky Devastator there. But yeah. And now people are still complaining that Optimus Prime should have come in the ways of Devastator. Shush. 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 Just turn on my Facebook because that's kind of noisy. But yeah, Devastator is actually slightly taller than Menasor, but actually it scales better with Menasor, so good on them. Yeah. And it looks way more solid. It's going to look way more playable compared to Combiner Wars Devastator. but it looks too similar to Combiner Wars Devastator. Like Hulk looks so similar to Devastator. Shh. It's not.
Oh my goodness! Oh, it's just a shrunken down CW. Oh, where's Combiner?
Give me a minute.
I'm just kind of tired of people complaining. You know, just tired. I mean, the scale is fine. Okay, the scale is fine. They already said that it's going to be smaller than Combiner Wars Devastator. What were you going to expect? Were you expecting same size as Combiner Wars Devastator? It's way too big. It's too big. Plus, combiners aren't titans. They're not real titans. Okay, they're not real titans. Only the city bots are real titans. Okay, even the Ark and Nemesis ship are real titans. Even Tidal Wave is a real titan, kinda. Combiners are not titans. They are not titans. They may be gigantic, bigger than the normal bots, but they're not titans. They're not actual titans. So, I mean, have you seen the Combiner Wars Machinima cartoon? Devastator is not bigger than the other combiners. He is the same size. And he's way smaller than Fortress Maximus. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes, BC.
So, Republic is asking, how about a modern Bruticus? It's already on the way, bud.
It's already happening in Age of the Primes. We're
I
getting
feel like
two.
sometimes people are wanting to find a reason to complain about a certain thing. I don't know if that's true. You are actually 100% correct on that, Inktastic.
Yeah.
I'll go into further detail on that in a Scrapyard episode if you ever do decide to join in on that for the discussion side of things. I will definitely bring that up then, but you will need to remind me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can't wait to see how they're going to do with Superion as well. I have a theory on that, and if JJ will allow me to elaborate later, I will do so.
Okay.
Edmund stated that Hasui-san at Takara Tomy is working on the 86 Constructicons. Absolutely, he is. Well, hey, you got till Friday.
But yeah, it looks. People complaining that the chest is sitting way too low. I'm done. I'm done with these complaints. Just. It's the grayscale. It's not.
Which one of you is complaining about the chest? Which one of you is complaining about the chest?
There are other people. There are other people.
If anyone is complaining about the chest, I want to hear right now, so I can smack you.
Friendly smack. So.
Yeah. Friendly smack. I think we're all too tired to rant anymore. I want to gush on how good it looks. Yeah, honestly, so do I. Hey, JJ, I'm gonna need you to scooch over for a second.
Okay.
So let's talk about how absolutely glorious this thing looks. The size of it is perfect. The proportions on this thing, which was my biggest worry, is spot the F on. Like, the only thing I wish we could have seen on this prototype was how this thing was going to articulate, because every fiber of my being is hoping and praying there's an ab crunch in there.
Oh.
Like, if it's not there, no big deal, not a deal breaker. I promise that I will not complain at all if it's not there. But just based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like he has an ab joint, and if he does, I'm gonna lose it. Just everything about the proportions, the overall aesthetics, the sculpt. Oh my! I'm again, much like with the Megatrons, I'm foaming at the mouth for this. Oh my goodness. I was seriously starting to deal with regrets because I had gotten rid of my NBK Devastator that was on my 84 Decepticon shelf in preparation for this. And since they were deliberately waiting to show this, even though they promised multiple times to show it, I was starting to get really worried that this thing was going to look like absolute dookie. And at that point, I would have been like, well, guess I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to have to do. I'm all in. I'm all in. I love it. I need it. I want it. Give it to me now. Matter of fact, hey, Ryan of Sabertron, can you add these Constructicons to my pre-order list, please? I would really appreciate that, bro.
But yeah,
But yeah, just overall, when it comes to the whole gushing side of it for me, if you're already wondering my whole entire situation with this is this. I am ridiculously happy with this. I will be going in on it. Based on aesthetics alone right now, this is getting a very easy high platinum out of me. For those who know how my reviewing scale works. So far, this is a just on based on aesthetics alone, very high platinum. But if it does not quite reach, look, I'm probably going to remain in that until I get it in hand. Once I have everything in hand and it's fully combined and it's on my shelf, that's when I'll be able to give my final verdict on how I feel about the guys as a whole.
Yeah, look at that, man. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks absolute. Oh my god, dude!
And it looks so good. It looks so good. I have a feeling that you can actually take the chest piece and slide it up a little bit more to cover up that gap there.
There might be a way, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, yeah, you can scooch back in now. I'm done.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And I'm so glad they got Mixmaster right. Because I don't know what the heck they did with that Combiner Wars Mixmaster. So thankfully, Hasbro did the right thing with Mixmaster here. Not giving him a totally brand new mixer truck alt mode that's like backwards or something. I don't know what that mixer truck alt mode was for the Combiner Wars version. It was weird, and
it was them not wanting to do the original word for word. That's what that was.
Yeah. And Studio Series 86, all about cartoon accuracy, screen accuracy, and this looks very accurate too. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous is what it is.
So gorgeous, man. So gorgeous. I think this section here, you can actually bring this up a little bit more to make it sit flush. So hopefully. Because I kind of don't like the way that looks. I kind of prefer to sit flush. Get straight. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, if there's a rotation in there, you'll be able to because that's his right arm, right? So you'd be able to fold it up where it fits in there and tucks in very nice and neat.
There we go. That's how Optimus Prime scales with the Studio Series 86 Devastator. The scale works. It works. Okay, it works.
Now again, I'm gonna let JJ cook for a minute before I see if he's willing to let me go into my theory on how I think Superion is gonna work.
You see, this scale works. Okay, it's not a bad scale. It works. It works well. This is how combiners should scale with your normal robots, like Optimus Prime here. They don't have to be Titan sized. Okay, they're not supposed to be. So this is perfect scaling, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's just me. Nevertheless, it looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to get this new Devastator next year. Oh my gosh. And that is all for the reveals from Hasbro. And yeah, that was a lot to cover. So much. And the fact that Hasbro basically revealed everything from the first two waves of Studio Series 2025. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Just getting way ahead of the leakers is so fantastic for Hasbro. The return of plastic window sealed boxes, amazing. So you don't have to worry about stolen heads or swapped out figures. You don't have to worry about that. So, yay. Enough of the saving plastic thing. We don't want to hear that nonsense anymore. Use all the plastic you want for the boxes. Okay? Don't follow for economy. No. Just no. Just keep the plastic thing. Okay? Just yeah. But there we go. That is it for these reveals here. We got more stock images of the Constructicons here. You can see the packaging right here. And fix that number there. It's not 5, it's 6. So
So is that it? We done?
also not pre-ordering is Megatronus won't be available for pre-order this month. He'll be available for pre-order later this year because they have to reveal the official first wave of Age of the Primes, everything from that first wave. This was just a sneak peek of what Age of the Primes will look like in the future, but he will not be he would not be able for or he would not be available for pre-order. That's all I'm trying to say. Until my brain shut down, until my tongue stopped working. I hate you so much, tongue. Why?
Because the Department of tongue stops working.
Anyway, so also we ain't done yet because there's actually one more thing that they actually kind of revealed here. Uh, uh, just no Hasbro. No Hasbro. Ape Bling is not 116. He's 118. Okay, Bumblebee is not 117. He's 116. Get your numbers right. Where's the picture of the? Where are the pictures of the what's that? What's that new anime line they revealed? The Transformers Wild King. Transformers Wild King.
Wild docking.
Wild King. Where's the images for the? Okay, let me have a look at the picture. Where's the picture? I don't see a picture. Okay. So,
I didn't hear anything about that. Hold on.
okay, I don't have the actual picture for these, but I
How
do have
about
the
former
I have
Transformers
the names.
designer?
I have the names of the characters. So we have these Energy Master Optimus Prime and Energy Master Megatron. Okay. And then we have some new names here. Energy Beast Rhytol, who turns into a giraffe. Apparently, they say he looks a lot like Long Rack. Okay. And we got Energy Beast Hydrophant. And judging by his name, he's an elephant. Energy Beast Captain Volca, who turns into a T-Rex. Okay. Energy Beast Reefback, who turns into a Triceratops. Okay. Energy Beast Ignite Bite. Who would want to call the character Ignite Bite? Ayo, Ignite! Ignite this fire. I don't know. Wolf or lion? Okay, sure. And then energy beast. Zbilichuan? What is that name? What is that name? Zbilichuan. What? I can't even pronounce that right. Zbilichuan. I don't know. Apparently got Wild King sets, Optimus Prime and Rhytol, and Megatron and Captain Volca. Okay. Sure. Alright. Alright. Sure. Sure. Yep. Yeah, where's I don't see the picture. Where's the images? Okay. So this is the best I can do. This is the best I can do to show the images of the new anime line that they're doing. That's what they're doing.
Shout out to Chris Jam, by the way.
Yep. Yeah.
Also, every fiber of my being is hoping and praying that's going to lead to a new long rack. I would love to see a new Beast Wars Neo long rack. In
Cool.
fact, just because of that long rack looking one, I might cop some of these.
Mm. Again, Megatron is a tank, so they basically established that Megatron will forever be a tank. So
Ink, no, he's actually using the thumbnail from Chris Jam where he used that as could this possibly be the return of this?
maybe they have the picture. Picture on TFW.
As far as more people joining, who was that again? As far as more people joining, again, Gonzo, that's up to him.
Me personally, for today's stream, the Ultimate Transformers coverage, that's just between me and BC today. Just
I'm here because I promised him next stream I'd show up.
Yep. Today is just well, BC and me only. So yeah, BC and me only. Because since no one really asked me for the StreamYard link to join the stream in the Instagram, I told people to DM me if they wanted to join the stream.
Wait, so I was literally the only one that responded?
Yeah.
Shame on you all.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they don't know where the DMs are. Maybe I don't know. But anyway.
Well, hey, at least I showed up. So
yeah, I'm glad you're here, even though you had you got a headache. So
yeah, honestly, at this point, thanks to that headache, I want to try and get out of here ASAP. And of course, my being was just handed to me.
Anyway, you were saying about Superion. What do you think will happen?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm fairly certain I've actually mentioned this before. Hello, Master Far. The crankcase was on a whole other level today.
Yeah.
Let me finish before you go on your crankcase crank.
You know me, I'm a Bayverse collector, and I want crankcase to be done right. But
anyways, that said, how I put it. Okay, so the frame system is utilized with Motormaster, right? Where the trailer becomes the base mode and the combiner skeleton.
Yes.
I'm thinking, like, everybody's automatically thinking, well, how are they going to do Silverbolt? He doesn't have anything that he just randomly tows in midair. How is this going to work? How can they make it work? Here's how. The answer lies in everything they made that trailer do. He's going to come with his own frame parts where it turns into a takeoff bay. And it's going to include, like, again, this is just a theory. I'm not saying that this is for sure. But, it's a takeoff ramp that kind of emulates his original toy base mode.
Yeah.
It's going to have flight stands for your other 4 aerial bots. And then when you have everything in the robot mode or set up to do the combined mode,
Mm-hmm.
that entire thing is going to break apart, attach onto Silverbolt, and then all the limbs will attach to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how you're going to get superior.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally where I'm at with it.
I have a feeling for how they do Superion, because I know that Silverbolt is going to be one of the Commander class figures next year. It's because it's guaranteed, Usually the leader of the bots, usually the bigger, the main torso bit will be the Commander class figure, with the exception of Devastator, because Devastator, the torso is Hook and Longhaul, so that's why they're Commander class. And
so that I'm going to bring this up real quick. There was an interview that was done at a event. I don't want to say it was MCM. It might have been. I don't know. Where Evan was asked about combiners, and he kind of did the whole business lingo where he's not straight up confirming more combiners, but he basically kind of nonchalantly, low-key confirmed combiner torsos will be Commander class, bar none.
I knew it.
We've all been calling it since Motormaster.
Yeah.
That if they're going to do the rest of the combiners, this is how they're going to do it. They're going to rely on this frame system for any that is only 5.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm perfectly okay with this. Because guess what? As much as it may bug people, hi, how you doing? That the Legacy Menasor does not have the Scramble City capabilities. Guess what? If sacrificing the Scramble City capability guarantees me a solid combiner right out of the box where I don't need to get upgrades to make it at least decent, looking at you, Combiner Wars, then yeah, absolutely. Make the 4 Limbots deluxes, make the Torso Bot a commander, give me the frame system, I'm good. I would rather my combiner be solid right out of the box. Not, I got them all out of the box. I got it combined. I like the way it looks, but it's a little flimsy, so I'm going to get a couple of these upgrades. Maybe that'll make it a little more solid. And he just fell over again. Can you tell I have a very personal history with Combiner Wars? War Studio Series, BBM Seekers, and Auto Troopers, please, Hasbro. I was also trying to tell you my big announcement changes. I did not know that, John. I apologize.
Never knew that, Johnzilla. But maybe next time you can tell me. But yeah. I mean, with the exception of Dino King and Volcanicus, because they're both core class combiners, the other combiners where it, and with the exception of Devastator, because he's 6 bots, not 5. But for Menasor, Superion, Bruticus, and Defensor, and maybe Neutron,
yeah,
and
for all of them, yeah, no, it makes perfect sense to go that route.
Yeah.
So that said, I do intend to reveal who the next review is going to be after Party Wallop. But I'm going to wait until the stream is finally officially over. So until then, I gave my theory. on how I think the Ages of Prime Superion is going to come together. So, from like, if you guys think I'm wrong, by all means, be like, hey, BC, I don't think you're right on that. Here's how I think it's going to work. Let me know.
Me personally, how I think Superion will work is they could take some notes from the Fans Toys version.
Go ahead. Got a black head.
I mean, they could, because literally Legacy Menasor is Hasbro taking notes from the third-party Menasor combiners they've done. Technically, to be honest.
But yeah, no, that's generally speaking where a lot of it is coming from for me. But where Fans Toys is literally just like leaning heavily into the flight stands idea and then allowing the flight stands to become the skeleton, I'm going the full extra mile where I'm including the toy functionalities in everything to ensure you get the right level of bulk with everything.
But basically, we are in the age for the combiners to not be compatible with each other, because the leaked listings have Swindle and Vortex not compatible with the aerial bots.
Oh, I just saw how bad was Combiner War. PTSD. PTSD.
Okay, I will say this about Combiner Wars. First three waves, I like the first three waves.
Everything
But
else was garbage.
after that, I mean, Superion is solid. He's actually stable. Defensor is actually solid. Menasor is no. He's just no. And I still bought him. And I still say no to him because he's just no.
Okay, so Bruticus was actually decent. Defensor was pretty good. We don't talk about Menasor. Optimus Crapamus. Sky Rain, I want to say it was called.
Yep.
And then
We got a Combiner War Cyclonus.
no, we don't talk about that either. Because that was literally a case of we have all these extra limbs, we really don't know what to do with them. Here you go, here's a random torso. But yeah, no, I'm gonna keep saying it because it rings true every single time. Hasbro struck gold with how Superion worked, and they desperately tried to replicate that entire combiner system with him. And every time they tried, they couldn't quite strike the same level of magic because of how dead solid Silverbolt was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Everything else simply could not step up.
However, I can't agree on you with Bruticus, unfortunately. I don't know, something about him just doesn't really scream big brute of a warrior. Brawl is just no. He's just no.
He was like one of my favorite deluxes. Have you lost your mind?
No, even though he's a brand new mold, he's just a no. He is just a complete no. I'm sorry.
Was Silent Turn a sequel to CW? Yes, it was. What about Computron and Victorion? Victorion happened. Victorion happened.
Victorion happened. Yeah, she happened.
And Computron, you got to keep in mind, I am a Computron stan. So obviously, I really liked Computron,
They actually did give him proper hands and proper feet. So
but that, like in that particular regard, you really can't use my word as the definitive on Computron because
because I think Computron will be remade in the future. So
now that being stated, I'm also a Menasor stan, and even then, I tell everybody just because I'm a Menasor stan does not mean I like every single Menasor thing. Combiner Wars is hot garbage.
Mhm.
Do not buy that. Do not buy it. Like, I'm not normally one that would sit there and actively try to tell somebody not to spend their money on something. I'm telling y'all, even as a curiosity, do not buy CW Menasor. Just do not do it.
I only bought it because it's Thundercons. So and they're fine as individual bots, but as the combiner itself, flimsy. It's so flimsy. It's no. Why am I getting this weird feeling out of Combiner Wars Combiner Wars Menasor? No, it's not a great combiner. It's
Yeah,
no.
I just
Oh, Legacy Menasor destroys that Menasor.
yeah, no, absolutely. Like when I found out they were doing a new Menasor, I got so worried so quick.
And for Mortal Master, he has to have his whole truck and trailer. Combiner Wars didn't do that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about CW Menasor anymore because if we do, we're going to be here all night.
Yeah. Uh, back to my point about Brawl. I just know I just can't get behind on that figure because lack of a belly, lack of a stomach when you look him from the side. He is just all gap-tastic and he doesn't look solid at all. And
Guess
his
you could,
texture.
guess you could say he's craptastic.
Yeah, he's a bunch of crap. But anyway, Vortex, straight recolor Alpha Bravo. That's just Alpha Bravo in a different color. That's just
Now, let me chime in for a second. I like Bruticus a lot. I really did. And the major reason why I really liked Bruticus was because it took my biggest issue with Hotspot that I had and fixed it. And that issue was the fact that his shoulders really didn't lock in. Like, yeah, they had the torso panel that tabbed in, but if you rotated the arm at all, it was gonna shake the shoulder joint so much to the point where the panel would pop out, and then you're swinging the entire shoulder around. With the way Bruticus did the combination, it had this giant panel with a slot on it that when it folded over onto that shoulder panel, it locked it into place. So that when you did have the arm in and you went to move it, you didn't have to worry about things coming undone. That's why I like Bruticus so much more, because from an engineering perspective, he was handled better.
Yeah, but I still can't get behind Combiner Wars Bruticus. Me personally, I just can't. Just really can't. Honestly.
Let's leave CW Menasor back to past. Yes, please. Please, God.
Thoughts?
Thoughts on the studio series Revenge of the Fallen Devastator? Y'all like it or no? I'm going to let JJ go first on this one because my answer is going to be pretty quick.
I love Studio Series Revenge of the Devastator. Me personally, I love it. I have the DNA design upgrade kit on him, and he looks so much better with the DNA design upgrade kit and with the
His wrecking balls.
the enemy scrotum. Still one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard of in the Transformers franchise. Me personally, I still laugh at that joke. So,
Oh, you mean like the gorilla belly button? Got him. So while he's recovering, Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Devastator, he's garbage. Absolutely not. Eek's mad at me now.
Why did you go there? You know I can't stop laughing at that joke.
I had hoped you gotten over it by now. I didn't think it would actually work still. Oh my god, I think I did break him. I am so sorry. So this is your temporary host, BC. Everybody give JJ just a little bit of time to recover. All things will be back on track here very soon, very shortly.
eh, eh, eh. I laughed so hard I missed what you were saying about Devastator. Anyway.
Yeah, it could have been better. I think I see what you mean, BC. Hey, if you still like it, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just for me personally, for the sake of repeating it for him, absolute garbage. Stay away from it. Absolute garbage. Stay away from it. It's not worth it. The individual robots, though, I got a lot. I actually really like those. But my favorite of the entire set, Scrap Metal.
I would have thought it would be Scrapper or Overload.
No, my favorite was Scrap Metal.
That's
Like straight up, my favorite was Scrap Metal, and it's entirely because of the fact that of all of the Constructicons in that set, even though he was the one that got gutted at the beginning of Revenge of the Fallen, he ended up with the best Studio Series toy out of all of them. So every single time I go to talk about these guys, I always bring him up because of how hard he crapped on everything else. Like, because he was that good. I really liked him when I had him.
I mean, I got no problem with the Devastator combined mode. I mean, I personally prefer him standing on two legs. So, yeah, because he's beefy and bulky, so he has to stay in the natural A stance. So,
Yeah, like from an aesthetic standpoint, was Scrap Metal the best toy? No, not really. But the amount of fun you could have with him just as a toy.
Hightower is also quite fun because of his transmission being so simple.
Hightower is neat. I will say that much. Hightower is neat. I especially like the fact that you could basically turn him into a construction vehicle T-Rex.
Yeah. Do y'all think Adventure Devastator should get a redo in the future? No, it's not gonna happen.
It's
Adventure Devastator is fine as is for me, so I don't think
I'm convinced that you're gonna need like 12 Constructicons to make that look right in a mainline budget.
Yeah. But I don't think
What is this special figure that you got?
If I had added him in, he would show it, but yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's your choice. I got no problem with him popping in myself. I'm not gonna but at the same time, it's not my show. It's not my decision.
Not gonna tell. He's still keeping a secret. Yeah.
Well, now you got a decision to make. How badly do you want to see the figure?
Sorry.
How badly do you want to see the figure he's talking about?
Honestly, I don't really want to see it that badly. I'm not rushing, so
I tried, John.
I'm fine with waiting until Christmas to see it. So
I tried, John. I'm sorry. I tried.
Yeah. So yes, I did recently review Energon Galvatron and not Boulder Crash, Geocron, and yeah, Geocron is so much better than Boulder Crash because if you saw my review for Geocron, you can see where the improvement that they made to the figure, because with Boulder Crash, this
Sounds
section,
like 86 Prime. That's my guess. For what?
okay. So you see, with Boulder Crash, this section rotates. It's very loose, and there's like, you can see there's a gap there. It doesn't sit flush. But then with Geocron here,
It's
They
it's on there
fixed
much more securely.
they fixed that. Whoa! Sorry about that. They fixed that. See?
Yeah, and then we witnessed JJ just completely explode his toys.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta head out. Towel. Towel.
Geocron's head looks butt ugly. I like the head sculpt. I like
I
the new
do
head.
have SS1 Megatron. That is a toy that is a lot better than I was initially thinking it was going to be, and I'm very, very happy about that.
I'm so excited to get that figure. My goodness.
Although I'm probably going to be painting mine up a little bit. I'm not going to mention how. All I'm going to say is I plan to do it.
Yeah. And same thing with Energon Galvatron. When I reviewed him, and then when I was transforming him for the first time after unboxing him, I noticed that the legs are tighter than Energon Megatron, because the knees are actually nice and snug. They don't pop off very easily, but with Energon Megatron, they pop off very easily, like super easily, like too easily, like way too easily. See?
I mean, it makes me glad to know that I didn't bother getting that because I didn't want to. Hopefully, they give us SS1 Soundwave and Shockwave. I hope so too. I hope so too.
Yes, they fixed the Energon Megatron mold with Galvatron. Yeah, they fixed him. Like if I try to pull apart, I can't pull it apart because they actually managed
They
to fix
fixed it.
it. They fixed it. So
And
yeah,
again, I don't own either of those, so I can't speak to any of it.
yeah. I can only speak on behalf on the copies I own. With my copy of Galvatron, they fixed that issue. So
Ink, you're speaking my language. Real quick, let me get in here. Hey Hasbro. How about a TF1 Ironhide and a Sideswipe and a Sunstreak? How about those?
how about you have one
Maybe Brawn too.
Jazz, a blue
Definitely RC.
the 13?
Some trackers. Maybe some trackers. You can
How
even
about
do a special 2-pack where where one is just a standard silver one and the other is a gold. That would be cool. Can we also get a Voyager scale Arachnid? That would be really cool.
Voyager scale? I would think she would be a deluxe though.
Given how tall she was and how her engineering would need to work to get her to compress into that drone mode, she'd need Voyager level engineering. How about a 13 Prime? Yeah.
13 primes, yes.
Oh my god, yes. Wait on those a little bit though. At least let us get through this next trilogy before we start trying to tackle the movie versions.
Yep. We got the Alpha Trion though.
Give us 2-pack Orion packs and D16. I would love that.
Yes.
Because the two designs for D16 and Orion packs are significantly different.
Yep.
Megatronus Prime is the first priority. That design goes hard.
Yes.
Are we talking the movie version or are we talking the one we just saw?
I think Age of the Primes. Age of the Primes. The one we just saw.
Because if we're talking the one we just saw, that is a bought on site figure. That is I am pre-ordering it as soon as possible.
So gorgeous. It's
Include
so
the triple fusion for D16. Yep, and then you could just swap the cannons around.
Yep. But man, Age of the Primes. I cannot wait to see the rest of the reveals, man, for Wave 1.
Speaking of that, when are we supposed to see the rest of the wave of Age of the Primes for the first wave?
Somewhere in November, I think.
Oh,
somewhere in November. Mid-November? So
that's not too far off.
Yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon.
The movie version, that one needs to be made.
That would turn into a jet, I believe,
It would either turn into a jet
or a spaceship.
or a hover tank.
Hover tank, maybe hover tank.
I'm leaning more towards hover tank personally.
Okay. Okay, there was one design that I really want a toy of, from Forge to Fight. Uh, Necrotronus.
Necrophronus? What?
Yeah, I want to see that as a toy.
Gamer edition.
Yeah, this one. Necrotronus. Yeah. Leader class toy of this, please. Because this looks freaking cool. Megatronus and the Necrotitan. Oof. Okay. So Megatronus. Force to Fight. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah. Yeah, can we also get a toy of this design? I want to get a toy of this design, please.
I
This
would
needs
love to see Sentinel Prime from Five Faces of Darkness. That'd be dope. I would definitely love to see that.
Especially that long truck mode that he had. And I like to see. Oh yeah, please, Hasbro, do Studio Series Alpha Triumph, Transformers One, please, just do it, just do it.
If we're
And
gonna get any of the 13 in Studio Series, they all need to be leader class or bigger. And I will stand on that 10 toes down.
I mean, Alpha Triumph was bigger than Prime, so yeah.
All right. So is that it? Or is there anything else that we're gonna go into?
And one more thing, Hasbro,
Make the battle damage version.
Quintesson High Commander, please. Studio Series Quintesson High Commander, please. Just give me that. Just make me happy with that, please. Please, just please, just please.
I mean, hey, it might happen. It might happen. If it showed up at 86, it'll happen.
If you got the mainline version, of the Transformers One Quintesson High Commander, do a Studio Series version of that design, please. Just do it. I want a Transformers One Quintesson High Commander from Studio Series, please. Just do it, Hasbro. Just do it. Y'all can do anything. I'll be happy. So just take my money. Just take my money, and you'll have. And I'll yeah. But so yeah. Definitely excited for what's to come in 2025. But for the rest of 2024, I need to finish off what I need to get, what I need to collect.
Speaking of, I'm working on getting you a Legacy Sandstorm.
Thank you.
I did find one in person, so if I can pull it off. Please do a living wind charger first, please. Don't you dare. Don't you. I will hit you with the other joke again, I swear. Don't you dare. Okay, no. How about this? You can do it if you say the term correctly, as in the way I say it. See, there's a very specific way I say it, so if he really wants to say it, maybe give us the one wind charger as well. Yeah, that would be dope. We didn't see him very much, but I would love to see that. Probably make him a retool out of the Sideswipe. That'd be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, because for what I need to get, I still need to get the Magmatron. I don't know why I still don't have him.
Yeah, at this rate, you're better off just ordering yourself one. Every time I've tried to look for them, I've never been able to find them. There was a time where I was finding them in abundance. Now I can't find them at all.
hmm So Sandstorm, you were trying to get me that one, and then once I purchase the Cybertron Starscream, Motormaster, and DF1 Megatron this week, maybe, then I'm done with Legacy United Wave 2, and all I need just to complete Wave 3 and Wave 4, and then Legacy United Wave 5 with Armada Wheeljack, and I'm done with Legacy United. And I still need to get Megatron as well. So, yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. So,
Oh, so close.
so close. And I only have like 1, 2. I'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more Studio Series figures to get in order to finish off for this year. And it'll be really quick in November because, yeah. But yeah. Okay, yeah. But that's it. Yeah. Stay tuned for Animated Motormaster, Cybertron Starscream, and TF1 Megatron because I'm definitely going to get those next for the channel. So, and yes, I won't forget Swoop. I will get Swoop. Don't worry. Because once I reach 2,000 subscribers, I definitely will purchase maybe 2 leader class figures at the same time or get a commander class figure first. Either one of those. So, but we'll see.
Stay tuned for the rare figure. I'm fairly certain JJ will tell me whenever he finally does get a chance to see it.
But yeah. But alrighty, man. Alrighty, folks. I think this is a good time to end the stream right here. This has been 2 hours, 36 minutes. 37 minutes to be exact. And it's,
If I may.
yes.
So you're working on the Party Wallop review, right?
Yes, I'm gonna work on that really soon. Hopefully later today.
Well, that's next.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! And I still need that figure. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't help you with him. Sorry.
That's okay. As long as you help me with Sandstorm, I'm good. So.
Thank you for coming on, Ink.
Yeah, but thank you, Inktastic, John the Studio, and the others who came into the chat to chat with us. Republic Cinema, Marvelous Prime, Master Far, and we had Christopher Sickler. And we also had Daniel Rocha, and then we had Nick's Plastic Shelf as well. And
yeah, we had Nicolis.
Yes. And we also had Autobot Nian, a friend of Johnzilla's, and KG Pack Nation as well. So thank you guys so much for watching and hope you enjoyed. Also, Super Robot Ed was here. So shout out to him for actually coming on to chat with us. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Do stay tuned for my future reviews of the Decepticon Quake and the G1 Universe Optimus Prime will be my next review, but do stay tuned for those, and definitely check out my reviews for Geocron and Energon Galvatron. And yeah, and definitely, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Get us to 2,000 subscribers before, hopefully before middle of November, and stay tuned for future videos and everything, future updates to the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out to all are one. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, he didn't steal my thing this time. Yay!